everyone, Gator Mom here. I hope you guys are doing great. Tonight I have a new release by Jujubee to share with you. This little cutie is called the Be Ready, and it is a brand new accessory that's actually not even available online or in stores yet. This is an item that is a part of the mother of all launches as far as Jujubee goes. That's available on 9/13. There is a brand new print coming out, a new Tokidoki collab that Jujubee is doing, as well as a bunch of different accessories that are really, really exciting. This past weekend, I had the privilege of working the Jujubee booth at MommyCon here in Orlando, and I got my hands on a bunch of these new accessories. So this week, I want to take some time and kind of share them with you, show you all of the different angles and how I've been using them, and kind of my first initial thoughts on each item. So tonight I want to take some time and show you some different alternatives. It's 2 ways that you can use this Be Ready. When I first saw this accessory, it wasn't one of my favorites. I absolutely loved the wallets that they're releasing, and I was thinking I was gonna like the Be Ready, but I wasn't completely head over heels for it. And now after using it and packing it up, it might be my favorite release that is coming out on 9/13. I can see myself buying a bunch of different ones of these and using them for a ton of different ways. So tonight, like I said, I want to show you different ways that I've been using it. I have about 5, 6, or 7 different ways that I'm going to share with you. So kind of get your creative juices flowing as to different ways that you can use the Be Ready. Just kind of in a nutshell, the Be Ready is designed as a makeup bag. This super cute print is in this space place. So you have the really cute Tokidoki zippers here in the front, and then you have this really cute grab handle here at the top. And then on the back of the Be Ready, you have this little see-through kind of card slot holder area. I can't really think of much to use this for, just as far as kind of putting maybe like your kids' names in here, or emergency type cards or things like that, if depending on the different uses that you're using this bag for. But inside the Be Ready, you have the 2 zipper pulls that open up around, and then at the very, very top, you have a place here for all of your different makeup type brushes or different alternatives that I'm about to show you in a second. And then inside the main bulk of the bag, you have this big open square space, and then you have 4 different mesh elastic kind of pockets. You have 2 on each side, 2 here, as well as 2 over here. So in a nutshell, it is like the perfect little makeup train case. I really like this cute space place print. I think that it's really, really fun, especially with the different alternatives that I've been using this bag for. So I will definitely put in the description box my affiliate link through Jujubee. I would love it if you shopped through me on release day on 9/13. So let's go ahead and get started with some alternative ways to use this Be Ready. The first way I have set up the Be Ready is as an activity bag for older kids. So this is kind of geared more towards the toddler age up into the elementary school age. But you can easily see the way that I have it set up, it could be designed for younger kids or even older kids. So this is how I would typically pack up if I were going away, say for the weekend with the kids, or even a really, really long day out. Everything is just really nice and compact in here. I absolutely love how open it is. When you open up the top flap, you can really see all the different activities. So up here in the elastic spot, I just have all different colored markers. You can easily put those twistable Crayola markers. You can do pencils, you could do skinny markers, anything up here as far as like arts and crafts. You can even throw in a pair of scissors. The possibilities are really endless as far as those little elastic band. Then down here, I just have tons of variety. There's a bunch of different things that the kids can do with this. I have my daughter's little stamp collection here. This is just a little, I think she actually got this at a birthday party or something, or maybe the dollar spot, but there's just a little stamp pad and some little stamps that she likes to play with. I have our Rory's Story Cubes, which you guys have seen these in a bunch of my videos before. These are so awesome. I cannot say enough how much my kids love to play with these. They're basically little tiny dice, and on each one there's something different. So you take all the dice out of the bag and you roll them around, and then whatever it lands on, you tell a story, or you can create like a scene, or however you want to do it. It's just really, really funny and creative, the different things that the kids come up with. So these are a favorite in our house. Then inside this small set piece in the black magic print, I have a deck of Uno cards. My older two have been absolutely loving playing Uno. They're at that really fun age. My daughter's 5 and my son is almost 8. I cannot believe he's going to be 8. That's just crazy talk. But they've been really, really liking Uno, and I found that in this small set piece, it works really, really well for cards. So I can fit a big old deck of Unos in there. So that's what I have inside that small set piece. Then pretty much stacked inside, I just have a bunch of stickers. These are from those play packs. The actual play pack case, I was trying to see if I actually have one here to show you guys, doesn't really fit well inside here if you were to leave the stickers and the crayons and the coloring books inside. You would have to really kind of fold the edge, the top down. So I found that it worked a little bit better if you just take everything out of the actual play pack and just put it inside. With it being so square and open, the kids can really see what they're working with anyway, so I liked doing it this way. So there's a bunch of different stickers in there. I have a couple of the coloring books from the play packs, little Paw Patrol, Ninja Turtles, Minions, and Hello Kitty. And then at the bottom here, I have a little puzzle that I got from the Target dollar spot. My daughter is obsessed with puzzles. She loves them. We have tons of these. I actually have a few different that we've collected. So I just threw one of those in there for her. And then at the bottom here is a Melissa and Doug toy. And I'm not sure if I've showed this in any of my other videos, but my youngest really likes these. It is a set of these little kind of hard wooden animals, and basically you take the animals, there's a few in this set, I think there's maybe 5 or 4, and they all fit really, really well inside this Be Ready. But you basically just take one, and over here in this side mesh pocket, I have the little lace that comes with the toy. But you just take one and you have the lace, and then you can actually thread it through the sides here and make different shapes, and you can connect them together. And it's just really good for kind of building those motor skills and whatnot. My youngest is the one that actually really likes those. And then over here in this little mesh pocket, I'll show you since it just kind of fell out, I just have a couple of little stamps, and this is a pencil sharpener and a little handheld toy. Again, these are like things for the big kids. This is a little eraser, just little kind of chintzy toys, if you will, that are inside this mesh pocket. I really like these mesh pockets for those kind of things. It's kind of odds and ends. It keeps everything from rolling around inside the bag. Then over here in this mesh pocket, I have 2 packs of Pokemon cards. Again, this is kind of a phase my kids are in. I don't know if your kids are into these, but mine are absolutely obsessed with Pokemon right now. So an actual deck fits perfect in the side there. It zips with no problems at all. Then I also just have a couple of crayons in there since I decided to put markers up here at the top. And then I have over in this other mesh pocket a set of homemade little flashcards. So these are the capital letters and the lowercase letters. My daughter that's in kindergarten is actually learning these right now, so I just have those kind of tucked over there that we made. And then the only thing left here at the base of the bag is a couple of notebooks. Again, these are just Target dollar spot finds. This is a little Spider-Man notebook, and then we also have a little Paw Patrol down here. My youngest loves this one because it's in kind of a fun shape, and he knows all the Paw Patrol characters, so he points to all of them. So he's really liked this one. So that is how I have this one packed up as an activity bag. The next way that I have the Be Ready packed up is as a diaper changing bag. So in here is everything that I would typically keep in a Be Quick or even a large set piece or even a fuel cell. I've used a ton of different Jujube accessories to keep all of my diapering needs in. And I think that the Be Ready is really, really awesome for this use. So I have everything packed up in here that I would need to change baby on the go. I think this would be a really good alternative, especially those of you that love to use the Super Bees like I do, or even the Be Lights. I think that just like the fuel cell, the Be Ready gives a lot of structure to those unstructured bags. So it's kind of a good mix up and a good alternative alternative to the Be Quick. So in here, like I said, I have a change of clothes and I have diapering needs and then a couple other miscellaneous things. Up here in the elastic part, I just threw a couple of odds and ends to show you guys a variety of things that you could keep up here. I have a Tide to Go pen, I have a small little medicine dropper and a thermometer. This would be really, really good for those of you with itty bitties or newborn babies, because I remember needing a ton of little things when my kids were really young. Things like nail clippers and nose syringes and things of that nature. Another use for this that would be really awesome would be for a nursing station. Like you could throw your nursing cover in here, you could put snacks in here, you can put little nursing kind of necklaces up here in the elastic part. So the possibilities are endless for those of you with newborns out there for sure. But what I have thrown in here is a Honest Company hand sanitizer spray. I also have a full change of clothes. Now this is for my youngest, who is in size 2T. So again, if you have newborns or younger than that, you can easily roll up a couple of onesies and some pants in here, just like I have this. So this is just a 2T shirt. And then I also have a pair of 2T shorts. So kind of for size reference, you can definitely keep a lot in there. Then right behind there, I have 2 size 5 diapers. These are pretty much as big as they come. So again, if you have newborn size diapers, obviously you can fit a ton in here. And all of us with big kids and even newborns know that they require a lot more diapers than the older ones on the go. So you are definitely set if you need to carry a good handful of those newborn size. And then I also have my small wipe pouch case in here, which has a good number of wipes in here. I have this baby pretty full and it holds a substantial amount of wipes. So it's definitely a nice alternative. It keeps all of the wipes really, really moist and keeps them for a long time. So I've been enjoying this pouch. And then right behind it, I just have a disposable change pad. This is made by that Target Munchkin brand, I believe. Again, you could also fold up a Jujubee light change pad, and you could even fit a big memory foam change pad in here. You can fold it up kind of in quarters like I have this and just lay it there at the bottom for those of you that want to carry that with you. So lots of different alternatives there as far as what you can keep inside. Along these little elastic kind of mesh pockets, I just have a rolled up pack of the Arm & Hammer baggies for poopy diapers. I also threw in over here 2 little Matchbox cars. This is just to kind of keep my son busy as I'm changing his diaper. I did this trick a lot when he was younger. I would have a rattle or a ball or whatever it is that was age appropriate at that time, but I always carried something that would entertain him as I was changing him inside whatever diapering mechanism I had at that time. Then over here in the side, I just have a small little Posh Healer tin. This is comparable to the Posh Healer stick, which we like to use for diaper rashes or dry skin patches or things like that. So that's what I have kind of tucked over there. You could easily put in the elastic part any type of diaper rash cream that you like to use. Then over here in this last little elastic part, I just have a pair of socks, which, as you guys know, babies and small kids always need. I feel like my son is still constantly ripping his off and he's 2. So that's what I have packed up in the Be Ready as far as diapering needs. The next way I have it packed up is for restaurant needs, which this is probably one of my favorite ways to pack up the Be Ready. I can see myself using it for this purpose a ton. I love the way that it packs up. I think that it's just a really neat idea for sure. So inside here, I have everything that I would need for a typical just kind of out and about grabbing snacks for my youngest or even for my oldest, or if we're out to eat and the food is just not coming fast enough. This is kind of a bag that we would typically pull out to feed him any type of snacks. This is also something that I would typically keep inside my van for after work when I go to pick him up from preschool, and I can just kind of have this ready and throw him some snacks or what have you. So that's kind of what I have this packed up for. Inside the elastic band, I just have a fork and a spoon and a straw. So many different things that you can put in here as far as restaurant needs. You can fold up a bib and stick in here. You can use like a little washcloth if you wanted to have something like that in here. So tons of different things you can use this elastic for as far as restaurant needs. Inside the actual bulk of the bag, I just have here sitting on top a small little travel pack of the Neat Cheeks wipes, which is really, really good for those messy faces. I also have sitting right here a Honest Company hand sanitizer spray. This is my favorite type of hand sanitizer, so I have it pretty much in everything as far as diaper bags go. Then I just have a ton of different snacks, and then back here in the back, just flat along the back side of the bag, I do have a packet of wet ones if I want to wipe down the table or the chair or whatever it is that they're sitting in. And then I just have a big chewy granola bar. My oldest really likes those. My daughter is obsessed with peanut butter crackers, so it's just kind of something for everybody in here. But again, it's kind of more geared towards my youngest. I have a little Go Squeeze in there. I also threw in a Capri Sun. And as you can see, it's not packed to the max. So you can really change this up if you have multiple kids like I do and you want to pack a Capri Sun for everybody or whatever. You can definitely have that option in this particular Be Ready. But keep in mind, this bag was designed as a makeup bag, obviously. So there's no type of insulation or a thermal lining in here. So I'm not sure that I would put cold things in here with an ice pack. I just don't know how it would keep as opposed to like a fuel cell or something. So this is really just geared towards like dry snacks. I also have in here our favorite little snack cup. This is made by Skip Hop and it's absolutely adorable. I love their zoo animal collection. This one is just one of our favorites. We have like a butterfly one and a monkey one. These have just been my favorite as far as snack cups on the market. So it has a little top here and then of course the little flaps that keep all the snacks inside. So I just like to fill this up with goldfish or trail mix that I make or whatever we have on hand. So that fits really, really well, just kind of sitting in there. Then I also have inside this Tokidoki Jujube pouch. I don't have a Be Neat or any type of bib with me at this time because my son just does not keep them on anymore. He is 2 and he rips them off, so I didn't even pack one in here. But inside of this particular pouch, I did fold up another Skip Hop product that we've been using a lot lately. I usually will carry around those disposable placemats, but this one has been working really well for us. It is a silicone type kind of on-the-go placemat, and it really sticks well to the surface. It cleans really, really good, and my son just really likes the big dog on it. So it's hard to tell in the camera how big the actual mat is, but it's huge. So we really like kind of eating out with this. There's been a few times I haven't had it with me, and I wish I would have. So if I have the option to carry it, I definitely throw it in any type of restaurant type bag that I have. Then along these mesh pockets over here, I just have a household favorite. These are the yogurt raisins. My son eats these like candy. So this will give you a good reference as to like how high this bag really is. The yogurt raisin packs fit absolutely perfect, just standing right up in there. So I have 2 in there. And then over here on the side, I have 2 packages of the Annie's fruit snacks that my son likes. We have some berry and some strawberry. And then over here in this last mesh pocket, I have a Silly Kids straw topper, which we use from time to time. If we're out and we just have a cup that doesn't have a lid, I will put this over top the actual cup and stick a straw through, and it just makes it so if the drink actually gets knocked over, it protects it a little bit. So that's what I have packed up in here as far as restaurant needs. The next way I have the Be Ready packed up, believe it or not, is for holding Legos. I know that this might seem like kind of a random thing to keep in a piece like this, but let me tell you, it's awesome for Legos. Absolutely amazing. My oldest is going to love this. Again, he is almost 8. He is a Lego fanatic. He absolutely loves it. And so does my younger daughter. They've been playing with Legos a lot lately. And let me tell you why this is so awesome for Legos. We travel a ton with fuel cells, and we've packed up a fuel cell time and time again with Legos. And the fact that the fuel cell is a little bit taller makes it hard to get the Legos in and out of it without really pouring all the Legos out all over the place to see what you have to work with. Using a Be Ready, you have a wider base and you can really see what's inside and really play with what you have. So I think it's a better alternative than what we've been using in the past. We've also used Quicks and things like that, but again, you really can't see all the Legos without dumping them out. Same with puzzles or things like that. It's just a really good kind of wide area for the kids to see what they're working with. Over here in the elastic place, I decided to put in a couple of his favorite Lego men. My son is absolutely going to love putting his men here. He is very organized as far as his Legos go, and I have not even probably done this bag justice as far as how he's going to pack it up. These mesh pockets are really awesome for organizing specific pieces of Legos. Like over here in this one, I just threw in a couple of these tires just to kind of show you guys an idea and an example. Again, my son is going to like organize the heck out of this, but for me, I just wanted to show you guys how much this would really hold and what an awesome idea it was. There's so much variety as far as Legos and different ways that kids like to organize them and play with them. So having these little mesh pockets on the side are really, really cool alternative to kind of storing something fun like this. The final way I have the Be Ready all packed up is as an actual makeup bag, which is the way that this bag was initially designed to be used. And when I first got this bag, I was thinking there's no way I'm gonna be able to fill it with all of my makeup, because let me tell you guys, I am not a makeup junkie. I don't own a lot of makeup. I wish I did. I wish I had the desire to, but I just don't. You will never see a YouTube video get ready with me or a makeup tutorial because it would be a hot mess. I'm just warning you right now, that will never happen. But I thought I would show you how I have the Be Ready packed up as an actual makeup bag, because surprisingly, I really, really like it for this purpose. I like how the makeup brushes can really be stretched out here, and you can really use this for other things like your mascara and your eyebrow brushes and your eyeliner and then your regular makeup brushes. Again, I am not a makeup artist by any means, so I'm not going to begin to tell you what all of these things are called as far as types of brushes and whatnot, but I do have the basics in here, and these are things that I use pretty much on a daily basis, if not every other day or every couple of days. This is kind of my go-to. I am a dual finish Lancome type gal. That's pretty much all that, and some moisturizer is all I use on my face. I have been using this Rehab Solid Lotion Bar. This is a Perfectly Posh product. I have had the most horrible cold lately, and this is just really, really good for under my nose and like around my mouth, which is really, really dry. And then if I have really chapped hands, so this has kind of been like all purpose. I've been throwing it inside my makeup bag, so that's in there. I have my Naked palette. This is the only eyeshadow that I use practically. This is pretty much it. It's very, very basic as far as browns and nudes. That's just kind of been my go-to for quite some time. Then I have a bunch of just miscellaneous things. I have some little cotton swabs over here that I like to use. This Face Off product. This again is another Perfectly Posh product, which is a lot of what I use as far as bath and body type things, but this is a really good makeup remover that I've been using. I also have a facial sunscreen in here. I have a lip scrub, which is so awesome. I have been obsessed with this one. This is the Snowed In Vanilla Mint by Perfectly Posh, and it is a minty vanilla, and it feels so good. I absolutely love that. I also have my Unique primer and my Perfectly Posh primer. I don't like one over the other. It's just kind of, I'm running out of both, so I have them both in there. I also have another Unique product. Sometimes I use this over the Lancome. It just kind of depends. I have some lip products. I have some random eyeshadows in here. Over here, I have my little beauty blender, which I will use for concealer from time to time. This has been my favorite. It's another Unique product. I also have a Perfectly Posh lip balm in here, an eyelash curler. I have some more eyeshadows and some Bare Minerals bronzer that I really like. I also have a couple of blush palettes in here. So again, it's pretty basic. It's nothing impressive. Almost half embarrassed to even show you guys the lack of makeup that I have, but this is it. I don't have any other makeup stashed anywhere else in my bathroom. This is pretty much all that I have and is my go-to. So this is how I have it packed up to get ready. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really like making these kind of alternative ways that you can use different jujube pieces or accessories or things like that. So if you have different ways that you've thought to use this piece, I would love to hear it in the comments below. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.